Hey guys, welcome back to the Charismatic Nerd. So today we're going to talk about a passage from a dating book. Now. This is not going to be some red pill BS. Trust me, this is far from it. And this dating book that I'm going to mention was way before the whole red pill circus. And I'm not going to lie, this book, even though it is a dating book, is just a great book in general. And even as a married dude, I read this once in a while. Anyways, enough of the sell. This book is called The Book of Pook. And if you guys don't know, it's just a bunch of blog posts from this mysterious anonymous writer named Pook. And The Book of Pook is just all of his blog posts put together by his fans. But let me show you the passage I want to discuss. What is failure? But I would define failure as betraying your soul, as living someone else's dream and having no direction in life. What is success? It is love. Not love for chivalrous relationships, not love for pussy, not love for money, and not love for glory. It is genuine love for life. Find what you love and direct your passions to it. Alright, let's dissect that first paragraph. What is failure? Now, as some of you know, there are many definitions on what being a failure is, but Pook here honestly gives the simplest description I've ever seen. When you betray your soul, you're going against what you believe, which only furthers the distrust you have with yourself, making you an enemy of yourself without realizing. As the Bhagavad Gita would say, the self is a friend of a man who masters himself through the self, but for a man without self-mastery, the self is like an enemy at war. The more you betray yourself, the more you become your own enemy. And sadly enough, what contributes to betraying yourself is, living someone else's dream. Because you are effectively telling yourself that you are not good enough to make your own choices. To do this, you have to suppress your honest wants and needs just to please another. To really sacrifice yourself for someone's appeasement, that just contributes to being a failure at life. And lastly, having no direction. This also contributes to self-betrayal since you are choosing not to actively mold yourself and life to what you want it to be, but instead you choose to be passive and let your precious life just blow away into eternity. You want to know something funny? The reason why I can say all this and be a little harsh is because I've experienced self-betrayal by allowing a parent to dictate my life, and then later when I left that parent, I had no direction for myself for what I wanted or where I wanted to go. So I understand what Pook is saying, but again, learn from my past failures and ensure that you are not going down a path in a life where you are not liking the person you are becoming or the direction you are going. Because every day, and I mean this every day, you are either taking a step closer to your ideal self and life, or a step closer to creating your own personal hell. Alright, well, that's enough of this before I get a little too morbid, but let's go to the second paragraph. What is success? Again, Pook has a very simple definition. But on the internet, you get so many distorted meanings for success with, making six figures, dating multiple models, and having an envious career. But at the core of it, who is creating that definition of success? Sometimes we just follow the crowd or the gurus telling us what to do or what to chase. But this is where Pook shows his maturity. He knows that success is your love of life and what you do with it. And the American philosopher Richard Taylor, may he rest in peace, he spoke about this in his book in Restoring Pride, and I want to let you see it in his own words. Few of us have the creative power or desire to express ourselves in such familiar areas as painting, music, and literature, but each of us has a life to live and the option of making of it a work of art. Most people just live out their lives more or less along the lines that are given to them by others. They lack the courage to strike out on their own, to find within themselves and within their imaginations and innermost aspirations an original idea of what they should make of themselves. But if you can shake yourself loose from the dead weight of the conventions that have been imposed on you, if you have the heart for risk and are willing in this sense to risk your life to achieve something that is truly your own, then you have at hand all you need for a creative life, a life that will be the fulfillment of yourself rather than of what everyone else expects of you. What a successful life is will be determined by you and only you. What you make of your life is your responsibility. When you love life, you will naturally respect this once in a universe chance at existing. And if you live in the West, you have the freedom to create your own life. So have the courage to develop a life you can be proud of. Show your genuine love of life for how you live your current life. Too many of us wait not realizing that we are the ones to determine how our lives look. So like Richard Taylor says, have the courage, use your imagination, build your own life. And like Pook, drive it by that love of life. Alright guys, I can't stress this enough because, I wasted 10 years of my life early on, and thank God it was only 10 years. And sometimes I look back and just wished, wow, I wish I just had some advice to nudge me in the right direction, to help me realize, to develop that passion for life, to choose and create how I want to live it. And I see a lot of people in my life make that mistake, and I give them, advice, the charismatic nerds in the house, and they don't listen. But if you're just subscribed to this channel, you're different, you get it. So please, learn from your mistakes and go make something beautiful with your life. Alright, so before this gets too boring, corny, and all the above, guys, I want to thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter. And guys, remember, you're not just any type of nerd, you're a charismatic nerd.